Well, I'm going to introduce you first, so. Okay. Gente, eu fui incumbido aqui de fazer uma conversa com a Karin, então nós vamos mudar para o inglês, tá? E a gente tem mais ou menos 15 minutos para apresentar a vocês a Karin, e eu vou fazer algumas perguntas, né, combinadas aqui com os meninos, para vocês conhecerem um pouquinho do que ela é e o trabalho que ela está fazendo aqui. Karin, please, can you come here? Well, I look at your CV, and you have so many things there that I have some written information here. Karin works for an institution called Israel Advanced Technology Industries. Although I try to look in many places in the website, I still cannot understand quite well what that is. So probably my first question to you is going to be that, explain that to us. But Karin is everywhere. She's omnipresent. She's in the government. She's with NGO, ONGs. She is in the parliament. Sometimes she's at home with her family, sometimes. So I think most of her value is to be connected basically everywhere with everyone. And she works for this institution. And Karin, thank you very much for being here, for accepting our invitation. And I would like to start. We have 10-15 minutes. Please explain us what is this Israel Advanced Technology Industry.
So thank you for the nice words, first of all. And thank you, all of you guys, for having me here. It's an honor. And it's quite late, so it's even more honor that you are here. So just to be very short, so I'm Karin, and I am the CEO and the president of IATI, Israel Advanced Technology Industries, which is the umbrella organization of the high-tech and life science industries in Israel. Now it's a private, non-profit organization, but I have to emphasize it is a private organization, non-governmental, and we are funded by our thousands of members of companies that pay us annual fee every year. So we are completely independent. We are doing what the industry would like us to do. We don't have any pressure from the government to do anything, but we cooperate and collaborate daily with the government. Our role is to positioning and expand the high-tech and life science industries in Israel, and to positioning it as the leading industry in Israel, and to position it as one of the world's leading industries.
So how do you operate? Can you give me an example? So I suppose you connect university, industry, government, and from this connection, you come out with something interesting for Israel and for these industries.
Yes, so I always say that we connect the tech and the life science industries in Israel and worldwide by doing few things. One, working with the government. With the various ministers, with the Prime Minister, with the Innovation Authority, with the Finance, Economy, Education Ministry, etc., on the big things, on the big issues, and on the big challenges that are today in Israel. For example, promoting technology education, shortage of engineers, the BEBS, tax shelters, all the tax regulations, and on a lot of other things. Second, we provide business development and create business opportunities for our members by connecting the members. And who are the members? The members are most of the multinationals, like you have Google here, so we have about 300 multinationals in Israel. So we connect between them. We have Google and Microsoft and IBM and Apple and Facebook and Amazon and all the rest. And then the venture capital funds, the Israeli and the foreign ones in Israel. We have the incubators, we have the accelerators, we have the startups, we have the growth companies, you know, the unicorns who are worth $1 billion. We have the service providers, the lawyers, the accountants, we have the municipalities. We have the stock exchange and other, not just from Israel, by the way, but from all around the world, all the ones who are interested in Israel. They are all members of the IATI, and we connect all the time among them.
Yeah, as I understand, you work more on the strategic level, trying to think and develop policies for the country, not actually solving technological problems. You connect things in the ecosystem, no?
Yes, I think that in your mind, after having said what I said, you must probably think that we are like a giant organization. So we are not. We are a very small organization. Actually, we are a platform, a very small platform, and I would like to stay like that. I would like to stay a very small platform that's doing very big things.
How many people working in?
You will never guess how many people, okay? You will never guess. But I can tell you that my office is 100 square meters, okay? That is
really?
Yes, and it's the leading platform in Israel, and it's one of the world's leading platform, okay? And my mission is to stay small, okay? Not to be the manufacturer association, not to be like a huge and impossible organization who works slowly, but to work and lean and mean and to work very fast to bring a fast solution to the table of the government. Sometimes we bring it like in the middle of the night. We have committees, we work in committees, but having said that, we are a very small organization. There are a lot of thousands of people, of companies, or people in those companies that are members who work for the IATI, okay? So they pay me annual fee and they work for me as well, okay?
Good.
So I cannot work without them. It's not me, really. It's the industry who work, and I have to synchronize all this work that is being done.
Very efficient and lean.
Yes.
Karin, in your experience, I mean, you have worked with many innovation ecosystem in Israel, Tel Aviv, and in different places in the world, as far as I could see in your resume. In your opinion, what are the key elements and important for an innovation ecosystem? What do you think it is important to have in a mature and efficient innovation ecosystem?
Okay, so I'll just start and say that I will. What I'm going to say, it's my opinion. Okay, maybe there are other opinions. Maybe there are other opinions. Yeah, I travel a lot actually in the world. I see developed ecosystem like in the United States, like in England, like in Asia, and I see also less developed ecosystem and more developing, like in East Europe, in some places in South America, in some places in Asia, but it all comes for me to the same conclusion. In order to have a functioning ecosystem, you need few elements. One is the private sector. Okay, you need a very strong private sector, and the private sector, when I'm talking about the private sector, it means investors from the one hand, which means venture capital funds, corporate ventures, angel investors, etc. So investors, and then you need the industry, but we'll talk about this, the companies and the startup in a minute. So you need investors, private sector, you need government, strong government, senior official who knows how to deal with all this ecosystem. And the third thing, you need academia, very strong academia. So these are the three pillars. Yep. And then in Israel, we have another important pillar that in a lot of places you cannot find, but it's the military. It's the military service, the army. A lot is going on, and a lot is coming out from the army in Israel. And then it's like a triangle. So it's the government, it's the industry, and it's the academia and the army, and then it goes all to the same place, which is the entrepreneurs and the startups and the companies. There will not be any ecosystem without disruptive. When I say disruptive technologies, it means, and just will explain, disruptive technology is technology who can change the world. Okay, so the ecosystem cannot be without the academia, the government, and the investors and the private sector. We look at the startups and the entrepreneurs and work only for this. And this is how it's made in Israel. And one of our biggest challenge is to make sure that it will continue to be like that. That we will always have disruptive technology and new innovation all the time, because we can think maybe we are one of the best ecosystem in the world, okay, but it can change in a minute. So if we will not stay strong and keep this ecosystem, you know, everything can change.
Yeah, the ecosystem has to innovate itself.
The ecosystem has to innovate itself, exactly.
Yeah, and in this room we have government, we have academia, we have industry, we have startups. So to finish, I know you're very tired, people are very tired. Leave us with a very inspiring message, please.
It's a surprising question, so let me think, but actually I don't have to think, because I'll just tell...
Talk to each other.
I'll just tell what's from my heart, okay? And I see a lot of women as well here in the audience, which is extremely important for me to see a lot of women, because I heard in the last 2 days that only 10% of something, you know, are women. So for me, the most important thing and inspiring thing that if you would like to make it, I will take it now from Nike. It's just do it. And I mean it. It means that every time I wake up in the morning, I think what I'm going to do today, and how I'm going to influence the world, and how I'm going to make it happen, and really just do it from the morning to night. And this is my very, very small message to you. Everything is possible. It looks like very big words, what I'm saying, but everything is possible. And I didn't mean to say what I'm going to say, but I will say it, because it's only 2 days I'm here, but I'm very, very surprised. Leo, thank you for having me here, and Evaldo, wherever you are, thank you for having me here. I'm very surprised of what I see. I didn't know what to expect. I say, okay, you know, it's not Sao Paulo, it's Minas Gerais. You know, I'm coming to a place. I'm not really know what I will find here, and I'm not a politician, so I can say whatever I want. It's amazing the level of entrepreneurs here. The ones I saw, the level of willingness to do, and the passion you all have to do. So I think all the ingredients are here. You just need maybe a little bit to synchronize it and to integrate everything together, and I'm sure it will be done. So thank you for having me here. It's a great pleasure.
Thank you very much. We are very happy. I think in the last years we have been learning so many things from Israel. Well, we have some missions going to Israel when Secretaria de Ciência, Tecnologia now had the Fundep, had this initiative to bring you here. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and your experience with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.